Square root of a complex number. If z is equal to x plus iota y is a complex number, then its square root is given by this formula, where z mod is the modulus of complex number, which is square root of x square plus y square. In this video, we shall derive this formula. Let's find the square root of z is equal to x plus iota y. As z is equal to x plus iota y is a complex number, so its square root will also be a complex number. Let w is equal to a plus iota be square root of z is equal to x plus iota y, that is w is equal to square root of z. Replace the value of z. So w is equal to square root of x plus iota y. Square both sides and get w square is equal to x plus iota y. Replace the value of w, which is a plus iota b. Now we expand the square on left hand side and get a square plus iota b whole square plus 2 iota ab is equal to x plus iota y. Iota b whole square can be written as iota square b square. The value of iota square is -1. So iota b whole square is equal to minus b square. So the expression becomes a square plus minus b square plus 2 iota ab is equal to x plus iota y. It can be written as a square minus b square plus iota 2ab is equal to x plus iota y. Now we compare real and imaginary parts on both sides. After comparing real parts, we get a square minus b square is equal to x, and after comparing imaginary parts, we get 2ab is equal to y. Let's label these equations as 1 and 2. Now we shall solve these two equations to get the values of a and b. For this, we shall use a well-known algebraic identity, which is a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is equal to 4ab. Here we shall put capital A is equal to a square and capital B is equal to b square to get a square plus b square whole square minus a square minus b square whole square is equal to 4a square b square. Here capital A has been replaced by small a square, capital B has been replaced by small b square. So after applying this algebraic identity, we have obtained the result a square plus b square whole square minus a square minus b square whole square is equal to 4a square b square. Now we shall transpose this term a square minus b square whole square towards right and get a square plus b square whole square is equal to a square minus b square whole square plus 2ab whole square. Here 4a square b square has been written as 2ab whole square. Now we shall use equations 1 and 2 and get the expression a square plus b square whole square is equal to x square plus y square. Here the term a square minus b square has been replaced by x using equation 1 and the term 2ab has been replaced by y using the equation 2. So now we shall take square root on both sides. After taking square root, we get a square plus b square is equal to square root of x square plus y square. We know that z mod is equal to square root of x square plus y square, which is modulus of z. So using the value of square root of x square plus y square, we get a square plus b square is equal to z mod. Let's call this equation 3. Now we shall solve the equation 1 and equation 3. Let's add equation 1 and 3. Write equation 3, write equation 1, add and get 2a square is equal to z mod plus x. Here b square has been cancelled with minus b square. Likewise, we subtract 1 and 3, write equation 3, write equation 1, subtract, and after subtracting we get 2b square is equal to z mod minus x. From 2a square is equal to z mod plus x, we get a square is equal to z mod plus x over 2, and a is equal to plus minus square root of z mod plus x over 2. From 2b square is equal to z mod minus x, we get the value of b to be plus minus square root of z mod minus x over 2. As we have stated in the beginning of this proof, square root of z is equal to w, where w is equal to a plus iota b. Replace the values of a and b obtained. We get the expression square root of z is equal to plus minus into square root of z mod plus x over 2 plus iota square root of z mod minus x over 2. Let's call this expression as expression a. Now we shall check whether this expression a is valid enough to find the square roots of a complex number. Let's take a complex number z is equal to minus 7 plus 24 iota. Here the imaginary part is 24, which is positive. That is, in this complex number, the imaginary part is positive. By the algebraic method, square roots of z are 3 plus 4 iota and minus 3 minus 4 iota. But if we use our expression a, then the square roots, after simplifying, the square roots are 3 plus 4 iota and minus 3 minus 4 iota. Here the value of z mod is equal to square of a real part plus square of imaginary part, which is 24. Simplifying, it gives z mod is equal to 25. Now note that when the imaginary part y is positive, then the square roots obtained by algebraic method and this expression a are same. Now we take another complex number z is equal to minus 7 minus 24 iota, but this time the y coordinate is negative. Minus 24, y coordinate is negative. By algebraic method, square roots of this complex number are 3 minus 4 iota and minus 3 plus 4 iota. Now we use our expression a and find the square roots of z. These square roots are 3 plus 4 iota and minus 3 minus 4 iota. Now note that the square roots obtained by algebraic method, which is a better method, and the expression a, these square roots are not equal. It means when the imaginary part is negative, then the square roots obtained by this expression a are not compatible with the square roots obtained by algebraic method. So this expression a is not valid when y is negative. So we will have to make some adjustments in this expression a. In short, if y is positive, then the square roots obtained by algebraic method and expression a are same. But when y is negative, then the square roots obtained by algebraic method and expression a are not same. So the sign of imaginary part does matter in finding the square roots of complex number. However, the sign of real part doesn't affect the square roots. To overcome this difficulty, we shall introduce a new function, signum function, defined by signum of y or sine of y is equal to y over y mod, defined by minus 1 and plus 1. When y is negative, sine of y is minus 1, and when y is greater or equal to 0, sine of y will be 1. Now we shall make adjustment in the expression a and write it as we have made the adjustment in the y coordinate. Here we have written sine of y or signum of y. This expression can also be written as here the value of signum of y has been placed. Now this last expression will give the same complex numbers whether y is positive or negative.